So North Korea's military support for Russia in Ukraine is raising red flags across the Western world. North Korea is sending supplies and ammunition for sure, but may also be sending troops. However, on the plus side here, we're seeing South Korea take notice, and they are not happy at all. South Korea, who is traditionally non-interventionist, is feeling direct pressure from this development, seeing North Korea's support for Russia as a threat. In response, Seoul's National Security Council issued a strong statement demanding North Korea halt any aid to Russia and signaled that South Korea may shift its foreign policy by supplying weapons to Ukraine. This move could draw South Korea closer to Western allies and could provide critical advanced weaponry to Ukraine. If South Korea provides weapons, it could include advanced systems that actually rival Western counterparts, things like the K9 Thunder, a 155mm self-propelled howitzer known for its mobility and rapid-fire capability. It boasts a range of 40 kilometers, enabling precise artillery operations, especially in urban areas. In counter-battery scenarios, it actually outmatches Russia's older 2S-19 Mista-S howitzers, offering Ukraine a substantial advantage. South Korea could also supply the K-239 Chunmoo multiple launch rocket system, which is comparable to the US HIMARS. The system would enable Ukraine to more broadly spread precision rocket artillery across the battlefield. This system has greater configurability than the HIMARS, with 3 choices of missile size, while the HIMARS only fires 2 types. That being said, the HIMARS generally outranges the Chunmoo. South Korea also has the K-2 Black Panther tank, which is regarded as one of the world's most advanced tanks, featuring a cutting-edge fire control system, an autoloader, composite armor, and an active protection system to intercept incoming missiles. The K-2 is actually quieter and more maneuverable than the US Abrams. So compared to the Russian T-90, it is absolutely far superior in firepower, protection, and mobility. In anti-tank warfare, South Korea's Korean anti-tank guided missile, or the KATGM system, which is similar to the Javelin, could help counter Russian armor units effectively. It has fire and forget targeting, as well as a top-down attack mode similar to the Javelin, which would enhance Ukraine's ability to neutralize Russian armor and complements Western anti-tank systems. Finally, and most likely to be the platform South Korea would provide, is air defenses. The KM-SAM, or Chongyun system, which is like the Patriot, can intercept drones, missiles, and aircraft. This would bolster the defense of critical infrastructure and military assets against Russian aerial attacks, and again supplement Western air defenses that are already operating in Ukraine. South Korea's weapons support for Ukraine could also reinforce NATO's stance across the globe, showing a unified resistance that doesn't necessarily just include NATO. They have partners external to NATO helping out as well. It would streamline logistics because they would open another axis of supply and provide greater interoperability with Western allies. South Korea's technological edge in things like drones also offers Ukraine a strategic advantage in intelligence and targeting. South Korean drones, which feature AI capabilities not seen in Chinese drones, could improve Ukraine's battlefield awareness and enable proactive countermeasures against Russian advances. The effectiveness of South Korean arms in Ukraine would also probably encourage non-Western nations such as Japan and Taiwan to increase their support. Nonetheless, whether there are diplomatic changes that come about due to South Korea potentially providing weapons, those weapons certainly will help on the battlefield as Ukraine tries to eject Russia from their country.